Okay, welcome to this video where I'm going to explain you how to do a tone match in the FM9 or for the FM9 and the FM3. The tone match is a feature that comes with the FX3 but not for the FM9 and the FM3, but we can do it with an ADAW, and a plugin. In my case, I'm using Cubase, and the plugin will be FabFilter Pro Q3 that has, like you can see here, an EQ match function. Well, my real amp, it's an orange Rocker 15 Terror, and the similar amp in the Fractal world is Citrus Terrier. The Citrus Terrier is the Tiny Terror. It's the similar amp because it has the same power section to EAL84 and the same transformers, because if you open my orange Rocker 15, you can see a stick over the power transformer and the output transformer that says for Tiny Terror. So I suppose that orange is using the same transformers for both amps, Tiny Terror and Rocker 15. Okay, the signal is input 1 goes to output 3. The output 3 goes to the real amp. The real amp goes to low-out box. I'm using a torpedo captor from 2 nodes, and the low-out box has a dry signal output that goes to input number 2. It's important set the input to left only, okay, because I'm using mono signal, and the output set copy L left to right, for the output 2. The input 2 goes to an input response. I'm using an input response of my real cap with Assure SM57 45 degrees with black backs, and it goes to output 2. The same signal goes to the Citrus Terrier that I'm gonna set more similar as possible like my real amp, okay, because my real amp doesn't have high cut, so I set it to 0, but my real amp has 3-band EQ, bass, middle, treble set to 5. The preamp use these preamp tubes. Power amp nothing. The power tubes are this one. Power supply set to 50 because I live in Europe. The speaker is very important. Set this is the speaker impedance curve, and it's important set the same impedance curve that the real amp see, okay, because if you remember, my real amp is connected to a torpedo captor from 2 nodes, so I'm gonna use double nodes load box. Speaker drive to 0, speaker compression 0, thumb 0, and input nothing, output at this moment nothing, and dynamics nothing. It goes to the same input response that I have here with the same settings, this one and this one, and it goes to output number 1, output number 2, output number 2 for the real amp, and output number 1 for the Fractal amp. Now we go to Cubase. Cubase, we have 3 tracks, okay? The Fractal track with a riff that I will record, an amp track and this track is the same input response that I'm using in the Fractal, because I'm going to insert here an EQ matched from the Fractal and amp and export this input response with the EQ included. Okay, I'm going to do it for to see. Okay, you can see. Okay, I'm gonna record a riff here and the same riff here, and I'm going to do a tone match. Let's go. Okay, we are here in Cubase with two tracks, Fractal and the real amp with the same riff, recording at the same time. Let's paint this one in red and this one in, for example, orange or maybe yellow. I don't know what. Okay, let's see the difference between the two tracks, the Fractal and the real amp. Okay, when solo is on, you can listen this one, and when the mute is on, you can listen obviously this one. Let's play. Okay, the sound is pretty similar. Really, I don't need to do anything. The sound is so good in Fractal, like the real amp. But if we want to do a tone match, we can do a little more. I can tell the difference. In fact, I can tell the difference between the Fractal and real amp. But we must do a tone match for the Fractal sound like the real amp, more accurate. Okay, yes. We insert in the Fractal track a Pro Q3, a fab filter. Yes, now we have fab filter in the Fractal track. Activate the side chaining, go to real amp track, and send the signal to the this plugin on. And now here you will see the two signals, the real amp in red and the Fractal in white. Okay, let's play. Okay, as we can see, there are a little difference here in the treble section. To correct this, we can use this function, EQ match. Okay, EQ match, beginning, select the external side chain. Remember that is the real amp, and press play. Okay, now we have this white line that is the correction we need in the Fractal track for to sound like the real amp. Then we press match and select the maximum points of EQ for more for maximum accurate. Press finish, and we have this yellow line that is a little correction, not more than 1.5 or 2 dBs. It's pretty similar, but this is the correction that we must use in the Fractal track for to sound like the real amp. Now we have this correction here, and let's see a comparison one more time. remember, when solo is activated, you can listen Fractal, and when mute, the real amp. Okay, it sounds the same, the same. I can tell the difference. Okay, then I save this preset or this correction, accept, overwrite, and we must do this equalization in the impulse response. Okay, wait a moment, open. Now we have let's see, mix console. Yes, signal is going to my recording program. Okay, yes. Well, now in the impulse response track, insert EQ Pro Q3 and load the orange versus fractal preset. Now we have the correction here in the impulse response. Then export only this track, exporting down mix mono, this track, input response matched, export audio, and then we have here input response match. We go to the editor. We have the old input response, and now we must put the new here. Block, tools, and manage caps. Okay. Input response. Okay. For example, in 21 position. Save. Close. And this 121. Okay. Yes. Now we have the new input response with the correction of the EQ for to sound like the real amp. Let's make a test. I don't need this. Make another track. Mono in one. Let's call matched. Yes. Let's make mute. Let's make another track. Well, let's see. Let's compare. It seems that it needs little more volume. Okay. Now it's better. Let's compare this one and between against the matched. Okay, wait a moment. I make a mistake. All yes, fractal mute. This mute and now yes. One more time. Okay, again. Okay, I can tell the difference between the new sound and the real amp. And then, mission accomplished. We have a tone match made with a computer. It's very easy. And we can do this function that it is in exists in the Axe FX3, but we don't have in FM9. And then you only need a computer and a plugin that has this function, EQ match, for to sound like your real amp. That's all. Okay, I hope this video has been useful to you and helps you in if you want to clone your amplifier like the Axe FX3 does. So you no longer need that function in your Fractal. Simply with your computer and a plugin with an EQ matching function, you can achieve it. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you like it. Press the button like and all these things that helps. Bye bye and see you next time. Thank you.